So every January, we are told to reinvent ourselves. Like we're going to set a huge goal, and as if overnight we're going to change. Now, resolution used to actually stress me out. I don't do them anymore. I know why now it used to stress me out. It's because I used to focus on the wrong stuff. I used to focus on the wrong thing. Now, when I work in retail, I used to write and do like a mood board on what I want for next year. I used to put so much pressure on me in December to make sure that from January, I suddenly become healthier, more consistent, that I reach my goal for, I don't know, May, June. And very often I used to feel like a failure, like most of us. I just couldn't reach my goals, or I was not capable of doing so. So what happened to me is that I actually used to run on empty, and I used to put so much pressure on myself that in 2021, I actually burned out. I was extremely empty, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything felt, I was just completely disconnected to myself. And I think we live in a society where we put so much pressure on ourselves to reach a certain goal, to make sure we have everything together. And I do want to say it, social media isn't helping, because we put pressure on a lot of people and on ourselves to reach the goal that we see online. You shouldn't focus on your outcome. You shouldn't focus on your goals like this. You should focus on things that you do every day to reach your goals. So you need to focus on your input instead of focusing on your outcome. Focusing on your outcome will make you feel disempowered. Things that pressure, deadline, huge goals. Instead, you need to focus on things that empower you, things that ground you, things that make you feel strong, things that make you feel capable. And these things are things that you do every day. So when you focus on your input, your outcome comes all the time. And it's a little bit like you want to save money, you want to save a certain amount of money to buy a flat or buy a house. If you focus on this deposit, you're going to think that it's a long time to reach it. You're going to think that you're never going to end up doing it. Instead, if you save, I don't know, £10 every day for the next 2 years, then at the end of it, you probably have a deposit for you, for your future, a flat or house or whatever. So this is exactly the same with your fitness journey and with your fitness goals. Of course, it has to be there. It has to be there to motivate you, but it should not be something that you think about every day. What you need to think about every day is your input. What I'm gonna do today to reach my goals in 6 months, in 1 year, in 2 years? What will make me move forward towards my goal a little bit more today? Is it to train a little bit more this week? Is it to eat a little bit more protein? Is it to manage my calorie target? Is it to have more step? Is it to drink a little bit more water every day? Anyway, so these are the things that you need to focus on to bring your goals closer to you. So basically, after my burnout, what I did is I built my life completely differently. I was struggling to work out because of my schedule. Now, I absolutely love working in the morning. It's actually the time I'm very efficient. Now, everyone is very different with that, and everyone has different time of energy, and for me, my energy is the best in the morning. So what I did is I start with very small action. My first action was to wake up early once a week, to be at the gym for 6:30 and to have my workout done before my work shift. So that has changed a lot for me, because eventually I went from 1 workout in the morning to 2 to 3 to 4. And eventually it happens now that waking up at 5 or even earlier isn't a problem anymore, because it's part of things that I do regardless. And this is really helping me, and this really has helped me to change a lot of things to reach my goals. So key things is to focus on small action that you can do every day to reach your goals. If you start wanting to change everything at once, it's just going to be too much for you to implement it. So the first thing that I did was, okay, 1 workout per week, early in the morning, and then I build up from that. And then eventually The other things that I start doing is tracking. And tracking is a very important thing for your inputs. So I start tracking my calories, I start tracking my protein, I start tracking my workout, I start tracking my step, I start tracking my sleep, how much I was drinking per day, etc., etc. And the list goes on. You can do that for a lot of things, but tracking will help you to tick the box instead of creating this anxiety of, oh my God, my goal is very far and it's very hard to reach. By ticking the boxes every day, instead of feeling anxious looking at your outcome, you're gonna feel very satisfied, very grounded, and very capable because you have ticked your boxes that you want to tick. So when you attach your worth into results, you will always feel behind. And this is the cycle that burnout put me in. I always felt behind to be back to what I was again. But when you detach yourself from the result and trust the process, you will breathe again. You have this feeling of control and you have a feeling of moving forward. Now, the other things that doing this help you is it helps you to stay consistent. A lot of people talk about motivation. Now, motivation comes and go. You cannot be focusing on having motivation because there will be time where your motivation will just go, sometimes for a week, sometimes for a month. So you want to be consistent to be able to reach your goals. And by focusing on these inputs, even when you don't want to work out, the fact that you think, okay, this is a tick box that I want to have today, I do want to do, and I do want to have my workout done, then eventually you are consistent with your workout, you're consistent with your protein intake, you're consistent with your meal prep. By just focusing on these little boxes to tick, you will gain consistency. This is my non-negotiable, by the way. On Sunday, I always reflect and adjust. I will reflect on my week. I will reflect on how things has been going for me this week, and I will adjust. For example, I haven't managed to do so many steps this week. Okay, how can I manage to do more steps next week, and where can I implement it? So believe it or not, I actually put everything in my diary. So my workouts are plugged in my calendar. My meal prep, or when I can meal prep, is plugged in my calendar. My food shopping is also put in my calendar because these are non-negotiable for me to reach my goals. And so if I have things that, I don't know, if I have a client that wants a certain shift and it fell on my meal prep time, I just move that thing around and I don't cancel it. And that's why it helps me to stay consistent. So when I am at work and I leave work, I will have a little notification that I need to go to do my food shopping, and it just helped me to tick that box, and I know I have to do it, and that's it. Another thing is preparation. So I prepare my meal, I prepare my workout, I go to the gym with a plan, and I also prepare my outfit the night before. If you think that you're going to go to the gym at 5 a.m. and gonna start thinking about what you're going to have to wear at the gym or at work, it's just a lot of things. It's already a lot of stress. So you're creating stress that are necessary for you in the morning. So preparation is key. And every evening, if I work out in the morning, I would prepare my bag, I will prepare my gym kit, I will prepare my water for the day, and so on. So I am prepared to reach my goals. And so when I reflect, I don't reflect just on things that I need to correct. I will also reflect on things that went well, because when you reflect on things that goes well, it's actually make you feel more motivated. And when you track and you see like, okay, my protein intake is good, my calories intake is good, or my steps are good, there is a sense of achievement. I put in place a system. So a system that works for me, and I would say a lifestyle that supports me and not stress me. I actually put in my diary my meal prep, workout, food shopping, and I do that every Sunday. And this is my non-negotiable. I just do it every Sunday without fail. Now, what I put as well is my rest time, and your rest time is key, right? We live in a society where we're always on the go, and it's very important to also rest. So I have rest days. I have a weekend where I just do not go on my phone. I do not go on social media, and I try to reset myself. I go for a walk, And these are really also key elements to reach your goals. And you have this downtime because your rest is actually part of your progress. So because we are in January and you probably didn't work out for a few weeks, or maybe you even didn't work out in December, January to reset can feel a little bit a lot, or walking back to the gym when you might feel a little bit anxious to go back in this gym, go and do a set of squats. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work out together. So we're going to do a full body workout. This will help you to just reset your body, to go to the gym with something planned. But also this reset workout is not just for January, it's actually something you can use all year long. And so this workout will make you feel capable and grounded because it's very doable, warm your full body or for any break that you have during this year. Let's go. As you might not have trained for a little bit, please make sure you warm up. This is a key step of your workout. My warm up takes between 5 to 10 minutes max, but it's my non-negotiable. I make sure I warm up properly because it avoids to have obviously any injuries, but also it makes my workout a little bit smoother, a little bit better. So please do not skip that step. Now I start my workout with a set of squats. Squats are fantastic. It's a compound movement, and I would start with an empty weight, and then I will add weight throughout my set. So for squat, I usually do 3 sets of squat, and my last set is my heaviest, and I make sure I go up to failure. Now next exercise, I'm gonna go into my hip thrust, and same, I'm gonna usually do 3 sets of hip thrust, and then I will increase my weight set by set. Like here I start light and I would go up on the weight. My last set is to failure because it's how I'm gonna increase my muscle growth, which is what I'm working on at the moment. Now it will recruit more muscle fibers, especially the one that grows the most. Now, training to failure has also a huge mental resilience benefit because your confidence grows when you realize that you actually can push further than you thought. So failure means that you cannot do that last rep. The reps at the end feel very uncomfortable and heavy enough. And next, I move on to my RDL, Romanian deadlift. Now listen, I absolutely love RDL, girl. If you want to grow your posterior chain, RDL is the one. Now I'm gonna do 4 sets today. I do 2 sets at 60 kg and 2 other sets at 70 kg. 70 kg being my personal best. Now I go on with an exercise to insulate my glute. Back kick is amazing to insulate your glute, and if you want to grow this muscle, you must perform insulation exercise. Now I use a bench because a bench helped me to have more stability while performing the exercise. Now it's time for my lower body to have a rest, and I'm going to train some shoulders, some deltoid muscle with lateral raise. Now you want to make sure that you take your time on that eccentric move when you go down. Now if you want to have a well-balanced physique, you must train your upper body. It's so important, do not skip it. And finally, I will do some lat pull down. Lat pull down is a key move for your back. It helps also your posture, but also if you ever want to do pull-ups, this is an amazing exercise to include in your workout. And finally, I always finish my workout with core exercise. And today I decided to take it nice and easy and do 3 times 1 minute of plank. And finally, to finish this workout, we're going to stretch, and we're going to start the stretch with a cobra position, and we're going to go into a dog down, and we're going to perform this twice. And because we did quite a lot of lower body exercise today, we will finish our stretch with a pigeon 90 degrees stretch. Et voilà, this is your full body reset workout, which you actually can use all year long. I don't do resolution anymore because resolution focus on outcome, and outcome do not transform you. What will transform you is your input, your action, your habit, your system, your planning, the commitments that you make to yourself. And when you focus on your input, your outcome always come, always.